My most important thing for me in this one was to make sure that Pravin Tambe is a happy person when he sees it, which thankfully he is, and extremely emotional also. So I guess that is my biggest reward. You start playing a little better and then you start having these thoughts that, okay, one day I will be the next Sachin Tendulkar. There is only one Sachin Tendulkar, period. Okay. 17 years after Iqbal, I got to play a cricketer again on screen. Otherwise, the usual tendency is कि अरे 17 साल हो गए, अभी क्रिकेटर कहाँ से प्ले करेंगे, अभी तो कोच प्ले करना चाहिए. Great moment, happy moments. Obviously, your film succeeding at the OTT office, we must say now, not box office with this one.
True.
But it's a great feeling, the kind of love and appreciation that has been pouring in is overwhelming and humbling at the same time. When you're doing a particular film, you're not aware of how it is going to touch people, in what manner. My most important thing for me in this one was to make sure that Pravin Tambe is a happy person when he sees it, which thankfully he is, and extremely emotional also. So I guess that is my biggest reward, in addition to all the love that the audience has been showering me with. So yeah, I'm a very, very happy man today. I'll say I was like any other normal Mumbai guy who, growing up, of course, there was a lot of sports and playing that used to happen, every day. So cricket was a part of our life. Cricket was an everyday thing. It was a ritual of sorts that 5 o'clock in the evening we would go till 7:30. But yes, of course, I was not really a very, very, very good player till I started playing at Asrekar sir's nets post my 10th standard. And that's when things started improving a bit. Of course, there was a time when, you start playing a little better and then you start having these thoughts that, okay, one day I will be the next Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah.
But there is only one Sachin Tendulkar, period. Okay. So yes, but then I got into dramatics and things changed. But cricket, obviously, like millions of cricket fans across the world and in India, I am one of them. And I love that sport. I try and follow it as much as possible. But to do 2 films on cricket, one a fictional story and one a biopic, has been one of my friends jokingly said yesterday that, okay, now here on, anybody doing a cricket film, they will have to take one NOC from Shreyas Talpade.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I'm glad that yes, life has come a full circle, and thanks to Pravin Tambe, that 17 years after Iqbal, I got to play a cricketer again on screen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the usual tendency is कि अरे 17 साल हो गए, अभी cricketer कहाँ से play करेंगे, अभी तो coach play करना चाहिए.
Right,
But because of him, I got to play that, and what a phenomenal journey that man has had. So to portray that on screen, I think it's a huge honor for me. Yes, it did, of course. And somewhere that entire experience of Iqbal came in very handy for me here when I was shooting this one. Obviously, I knew that what kind of preparation I'll have to do for this particular part, because you do your training and everything and then you come on field to shoot, and it's a different ball game altogether. And yes, I post Iqbal, I haven't been a regular at cricket. Of course, we keep playing on set sometimes, but that is okay.
Yeah.
To play serious cricket again was, to prepare for that was a difficult and a challenging task. And obviously, to match Pravin's energy on screen again was a new challenge altogether. So yes, there were, a lot of sprains and aches and my back going for a toss, my knees going for a toss, my shoulders going for a toss. But all in all, when eventually you see the film and when you see the reactions, you definitely feel it was worth it. So yeah, I guess I'm just glad I pushed myself at the right time and it happened. When it happened, actually, again, thanks to my father-in-law, because of course we were dating, and we of course always wanted to get married, but not that soon. But then my father-in-law very, what do you call it? Slyly he tricked me. And he made sure that we immediately get married. So I got married a day before we started shooting for Iqbal.
Okay.
And even I guess Praveen's story is pretty similar, that he also didn't want to get married that early. But he saw her and he was completely floored. And both the brothers decided to get married on the same day. So yeah, somewhere I guess, our stories run parallel, I would say. Both of us Mumbai guys, both of us belong to middle class families, and have similar kind of dreams. And both of us fought. Of course, he fought a bigger and a lengthier battle than me. But yeah, I mean, we didn't have any contacts, right? I mean, we tried everything on our own. God has been kind, and both of us somewhere got our share of happiness. So no complaining. So now that she's growing up, she understands a few things, and because I'm a little tied up with my shoots, so one question that poor girl, she asks me every day is, "Dada, are you home today?" Okay, so whenever I get some time, so now there are new games, lock and key, and then some train ride and things like that. So it teaches me new games every day that she learns in school. And I have to play with her, but I love it. I love it because that's what you live for, and whatever kind of running around that you're doing is basically to make sure that your family is happy. So now also, in fact, I have a night shift and I leave now. But since morning, we've been spending time together. She just got back from school, and I was just playing with her. When I remembered that I have a call, so whatever time I get, I spend with her. So Nine Rasa again was conceived during the pandemic, when all of us were struggling, and similar situation was off with the theatre drama industry also. And because I belong to theatre industry, so every theatre person somewhere thinks that what is it that I can do, how can I contribute, and probably the pandemic was the right time for me to start off something like this, which is the world's first OTT platform dedicated to drama and performing arts. So we have online plays and skits and things like that. That has been doing phenomenally well. In fact, now we complete 1 year, and we are launching one contest, which is we launch it tomorrow, called Ghar Ghar Mein Natak Contest.
Okay.
So because we believe there is, like every young boy wants to become a cricketer. Similarly, हर घर में we believe वहाँ एक से ज़्यादा actors होते हैं, जिनके अंदर मतलब कूट के acting भरी होती है. So we are saying कि just showcase that, just shoot that and send it to us, and be a part of the Nine Rasa family. This experience was completely different. I had never done dubbed for any other film, a regional film or any other language film. But, the two things that worked in, or rather I pushed me to do it, was one was Allu Arjun ji. I am a huge admirer of his work. I really find him, of course, he's one of the most charming and stylish actors that we've seen. But at the same time, I also find him very sincere as an actor. So when I saw the film, that sincerity was contagious. And, it came across the screen, and I felt, wow, what kind of conviction this guy has to pull off a role like this. So when I said, okay, let me give it a shot and see how it goes. So of course we had our trial sessions earlier. And then when I started, I said, please send a sample to Alluji to check if he's happy with it. Because it's important that the person you're dubbing for needs to find justified, right? And be satisfied with the whole thing. So he was happy. And then of course we went ahead with it. But whatever happened after the release was quite unbelievable. All those reels and memes and people, replicating those dialogues was completely phenomenal. Even today, there are at least 10 reels that tag me the Pushpa dialogue or fire hai. Because now, in the real sense, we say that, okay, this is Indian cinema. So language is no longer the barrier. Similarly, I felt in the last 2 years, since the whole phenomenal rise of OTT platforms, the whole dynamics of the trade has changed, right? Today, there is, it's whether you're on OTT or you're on TV or on films, people just want you to perform. Baki, just hata do. We don't want any other frills. Just perform, Whatever you are showing, stay true to that. And that is what really makes it so different and exciting. I think with Pushpa, what I realize is that now there is so much scope for all the other regional language films to just showcase their stuff and make sure that people are out there to watch it. You dub it in any other language and there will be your audience to, if it is a good product, then the audience will surely lap it up. So there's one very interesting film that I'm doing. It's an anthology. I won't be able to tell you the title or what it is about. But again, a role which is something that I'm trying for the first time. I hope people like that. There's again Anjali Patil with me in it.
Okay.
And in addition to that, there's a film that I'm directing and acting in, a Hindi film. And I have done a couple of Marathi films, one with Mahesh Manjrekar and one with this ad filmmaker called Anand Kareer.
Okay.
Right now I'm just looking forward to these things. And then I'm, honestly, I'm just taking it a little easy. Post Pravin Tambe and this entire success of Pravin Tambe, I just want to take it easy. And then, probably take a break for a little while and then start my work again. Thanks, Natasha. Lovely talking. Take care.
Same here.
Take care.
Bye.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.